Welcome back to Limbus Company Daily Mirror Dungeon. In order to kind of pick off from where we were last episode, I've decided like the logical thing is we just did a run focusing on the Kanto 1 faction. So now we're gonna do a run focusing on the Kanto 2 faction. We just have the 2 casino identities. Is this gonna go well? Who knows? Starting new gift, I went for the Zippo lighter so we can gain more gloom because we're gonna rely heavily on Land of Illusion to have any chance of winning this, I feel. And yeah, let's just see how this goes. Maybe it'll go well. Or maybe. Because, like, the good thing about this is, like, Sinclair is, like, a tanky unit. The issue is, with, like, the main weird thing about Mariachi Sinclair is that up to I-4 he doesn't gain any aggro, I'm fairly certain. Assuming I'm remembering properly, which I might be, I might not be. Who knows? But it's just a strange thing I've noticed. So I gotta try and figure out what I think is the best chance of survival here. We do have a couple healing egos, none of like the really strong ones, like no like fluid sac or pursuance of course, but we've got Soda too. He has the lowest HP percentage of 12 HP. So if he gets aheads with Soda, so if we use it like third turn, he'll just heal both of them 12 HP. Not bad. And Impending Day, if it gets a kill, both of these people heal 15% of their HP. So we could possibly get some merit out of those things. Okay. And Mutilate does a lot, of course. Not enough to instantly kill that guy, unfortunately. But, almost. And Sinclair just keeps on getting the power down. How rude. You can still win some clashes and stuff, and this guy's gonna get his attack off. Today's question of the day, while these attacks are going on, what's your favorite sin? This is a stupid question, I know, but like out of these 7 sins, I guess you can say greed instead of gloom if you want to, if you're talking about real life. Either in context of the game or in real life, what's your favorite sin? You all answer lust and killing all of you. My favorite's probably sloth in terms of real life, but in terms of the game, funny in the game. I don't know, envy is really funny because of stuff like X-Nail. But yeah, leave your answer in the comments below. I really wonder how long I can keep out of the question of the day stuff. I'm just going through basic stuff now, and I'm sure it's gonna devolve into like insanity, as stuff always does. Okay, let's see. Don't make any expression. This will buff blunt attacks. That's good for Sinclair. Getting some blunt power on his attacks. Ooh, and homeward. Love to see it. We'll take the painting. So we just gain 12% healing every fight. That's good. And another Slash Week fight means another Kanto 2 fight. Without a doubt. Some more of these guys. An instant mutilate's probably not going to be enough, which is unfortunate, but I'm still going to go for the instant mutilate for the joke. Yeah. 16. You know what would be really good for this team? The rusted coin. Because they both do have they do have 1 coin skill 3s on both of them. And both of them could be pretty. Panada Party kind of loses its like charm in Mirror Dungeon 2 when you've got the Starlight rewards, because like lower user stacker threshold, it does nothing. And of course, like boost crit chance based on target's SP, like how much? It's one of those things where they don't specify like how much of a difference it makes, so like it's the kind of thing you'll never feel. It's unfortunate. I don't know if it can boost crit chance when he doesn't have poise. If so, that would be really cool, but I don't think it does that. Yeah, no stacker threshold. Very unfortunate. I don't know, maybe if I brought him up by 4, he'd have something that's like actually decent. I know Ting Tang Hung Lu's upside 4 isn't something that interests me too much. Because the main thing about it is it just makes him synergize more with bleed teams. But like if I'm running Honglu in a bleed team, I'm probably just gonna be using Kurakumo, so not really my primary interest. Oh, Snake got its 4th coin off there, nice. Goes staggering this guy. That's good. And stagger plussing him and leaving him at very little HP. Mutilate. Mutilate's probably not gonna kill this guy, but it'll kill the other guy. So I'm not too concerned. Yeah, Shank kills, and then the other Mutilate kills the other guy. God. My biggest hope for this run is I can get Honglu to have, like, just 5 Mutilates by the end. I think that would be very funny. There's so many things that resist Slash, though, so we'll see if that is a good idea. Well, at least turn all the skill 1s into Mutilates, ideally. And skill 2 is still really good. Maybe that'll be the plan, have, like, 3 of the skill 2 and 3 of the skill 1. Or 3 of the skill 4. Or 3 of the skill 3. What am I saying? Skill 4. Alright. I'm getting every single word wrong. We'll start out with the Shank so we can, like, prepare the Mutilate, I think. Ida, none of these people are doing too much damage. So no need to worry about, like, a mass attack or anything. We should be fine. Sinclair is one of those units that is still good as a tank because he resists blunt. And of course that's the thing you really want to resist in this economy. Oh, kill that guy instantly. Don't mind if you do. And that's attack power down, that's not nice. Do you want to mutilate this one? Not particularly. We're still gonna wait for that perfect mutilate. Ida's gonna get some attacks off this turn, that's fine. Yeah. Really too bad. I guess yeah, Honglu's weak to blunt. He's not the tank of this team. Not that Sinclair has a way to actually influence who he gets targeted by. He doesn't have any aggro. And that honestly probably kills. Yeah, sure. I'll believe in it. This guy's at 72 HP and he is still weak to slash, so 72 HP might be enough for the mutilate to get a kill. Yeah, looks like it. Yes. That's good. Now hopefully he goes for Ida, and it did. Excellent. And this means his Shank should also go for Ida, because of the fact that its target's dead. But maybe it'll just get consumed. A little inconsistent. It is. Excellent. So Ida's getting staggered. There we go. That's the biggest threat. Well, staggered. This is a hopeless. It won't be. It'll do more damage, so I'm gonna still go for it because he'll still win the clash because he'll lose his paralysis after a single clash. And yeah, there we go. Simple as that. And does mutilate kill here? That's the question. I don't think so. No, unfortunate. But we'll be able to finish them all off here. We'll be able to kill her with mutilate now. And for the style points, I'm just gonna do it like that. That way the mutilate should get both kills. Unless Sinclair decides to kill the other guy, which I don't think he will. Yeah, there we go. God, I love Ting Tang Honglu. This was one of like the last identities I like got of like the default game identities. Like it was like I think like the final ones I needed back then. I needed like Ting Tang Honglu. I needed I think Pro Kumo, Rodion, and G Corp Gregor. I think those were the 3 that I kind of like. The 3 stars that it took me a while to get. It also took me unnaturally long to get Zvi Sinclair for some reason. Everyone heals every floor is nice. Prejudice is nice. I like cost though, so I'll take them out with survival. That'll trigger 3 times. It'll be worth its weight in cost. And I'll go for like this path, I think. That way we can get the rest stop and the shop. Just to make sure we're not taking too much damage. This is a blunt weak fight, so it could be something dangerous, but it isn't.
가능하면
Alright.
다치시지 않게 싸우셨으면 좋겠어요.
Mutilate's not gonna do too much here, that's fine. Neutral is
운이
unfortunate, but that's
따라준다면
fine.
좋겠네요.
Oh, the robot staggered his own guy. Nice. And there we go, Sinclair did still win this clash, that's good.
저들이 주풍과 같이 흔들려.
Definitely wants Sinclair to get more of his skill 3, so he'll have better clash winning chances. Exposing weakness, that's a little unfortunate that I can't counter that. It shouldn't be too much damage, and it's also going for Sinclair, who can take a little bit of weakness exposing. Yeah. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Shank. Unfortunately being resisted. So no 4th coin for you. And that's just some damage, yeah.
카론, 기다리는 거 못해.
Okay.
100초만 기다려줄게.
How's this looking? Pretty good, I'd say. Pretty good. Yeah, enough party off. Another exposing weakness is going for Sinclair. And a neutralized target's going... Yeah. I don't think he gets staggered by that, but he takes a fair bit of damage. He gets... Hong Lu will get close if that guy gets ahead. Maybe we'll get staggered. I don't think so, judging off of his HP bar. I think it's fine. And for Sinclair, taking 30% more damage from this exposing weakness is not nice. But once again, he takes it. Yeah. He's a tank. That's what he does after all. He tanks. There we go. Quite a couple clashes there, but it means that he's going to do some pretty nice damage. Yeah, down to 4 HP, although that guy's going to get some healing, of course, because he's a K Corp guy, so he's not going to be that low next turn. Nice crit.
저 사람들
Okay, fine.
좀 지친 것 같아요.
Decay Ampule, I'm not going to be able to clash against that.
머리통을 박살내주마.
Yeah, this Shank, he's still going to resist it, but he's going to take significantly more damage just because he'll get staggered at the end. That's good. And down he goes. Alright, one of them's finally dead. They've been living for far too long because we just don't have the offensive capabilities. Not yet, at least. Nice.
이 공격은 꽤 먹혀든 것 같아요.
Kill that guy, that's good. So just these two left. Alright, so it's in the bag now.
운이 따라준다면 좋겠네요.
This guy's just healing and damaging his own ally. Mulate some damage. Yeah. Yeah, Sinclair's gonna be the one who does like a fair bit of damage to this robot. I guess he had paralysis, so he didn't do as much damage to Bonds of the Passion as I'd like. But he kills the other guy before he gets any healing or anything. So now it's just this guy left.
우리 편.
He still uses his
운이 따라준다면
buff giving
좋겠네요.
thing even when his allies are all dead. He just is buffing Hong Lu.
단장님, 봤어요?
Oh, I guess he's not going to though, since he's staggered. Because it's not being clashed against by Hong Lu. It wasn't gonna go until all of Hong Lu's attacks went through, so it wasn't happening either way. Okay, rest stop. Free to take a rest here. Everyone can heal up a little bit. They both semi-need it. They'll both get a bunch more healing from, like, Homeward and also the Starlight rewards. So they should be either max or near max in this fight.
걱정 마시오. 최후의 혈구 하나만
Yeah, you're at max,
도움이
and
필요하세요?
you're not quite at max, but you're close.
어떻게라도 보존될 테니.
Close enough. Who do I mutilate? I don't think Mutilate's gonna kill anyone here. I guess we gotta see who's gonna do the most damage and who needs to be clashed against desperately. It's the Wrath guys, really. Those are the guys that do a lot of damage. So I'll attack them, yeah. Maybe we should land a illusion. Not a bad idea. We'll be able to hit these two here. They resist Bloom, though. Kind of ruining my feelings on going for it. And we'll take a little bit of damage, but I think we'll be fine with just going for this. Season Chance will be able to stagger these guys if nothing else. Tails, that's very unfortunate.
적확한 한압이었어.
This is a stagger, though.
봤어요?
And next turn we'll have 3 attacks, so we only need to take 1 attack next turn. Oof. Alright.
저 사람들 좀 지친 것 같아요.
Once again, that's the attack that's going to do the most damage. Should we deal with that? And we're probably going to ignore this guy, if anything. Neutral. And... Should we do that? Yes. And because it's 6, there's 2 attacks going through one way. I didn't think it through. That makes sense, because there was 6 enemies. I was calculating as if there was 5 enemies, which isn't the amount of enemies, to be frank. Okay, there we go. Now this guy's staggered. Good. Unfortunately, the other Wrath guy's going to be unstaggered next turn, so we're just going to kind of have to keep on ping-ponging between them until they finally start dying. But next turn, we'll have 4 attacks, and there's going to be 5 enemies to clash against. Yeah. I'm going to be taking a lot of damage. Like, he's resisting it, of course, but it still is building up. Unopposed. What should we do? Should we like, mutilate that guy? We should mutilate this guy, I think, and like let that guy. I guess we kind of gotta do it based on who Honglu or who can actually be clashed by Sinclair. So those two. So Sinclair can only hit the sloth guys. All right, that's fine. Then we mutilate this guy and we third slit that guy. Maybe vice versa. What's his resistances exactly? Okay, so he still takes a lot of damage from this attack. So I'll go for it like this. Yeah. Alright. Even if this guy does resist Gluttony, he's weaker to slash and he's resisting the Gluttony, so it's still super effective. And Throat Slit, despite being Honglu's skill 1, is still enough to win the clash. Okay, that's fine. Under the Passion wins. If Sinclair can just get a kill, then he's just gonna gain Blunt Power up for 2 turns. So I think we should probably have him prioritize that this turn. Like, have him, like, try Panada partying this guy. And that should hopefully kill. Then everyone else clashes. You don't have any other good clashes, yeah. That's fine, you can go for that one then. Dominating, dominating, and dominating, alright. We're at the point where Honglu shouldn't be taking damage anymore. 56 damage. Decent bit. Not enough to kill, unfortunately, but we can have Sinclair kill next turn or something and finally get his sloth power from today's Shy Look Ego gift, the Shy Look aberration. Whatever the Shy Look aberration's name was. And Shink absolutely kills here, yeah, no matter what. You double up on that guy. You do that. You do that actually, yeah. Something like that. Should be good. They're all being clashed against, I think. Yeah. Shink, once again, could either kill or get them very close. Yeah, kills. Because the fact is based on the body parts HP, not the Avno's main HP. So against like a staggered body part, like it's always gonna get its 4th coin. Mutilate kills. 101. And mutilate kills. Sinclair wins his clash and gets his kill finally. A little too late for it to matter, but he got his kill, so that matters. Start of the turn, Ego Resource of Rain Affinity, not use last turn. If we use Lust, we can get all of everything. The usual stuff, that's pretty good. Sinclair skill. I think nice, that doesn't help us much. Rupture doesn't help us much. We're definitely going to take another Sinclair skill 3. for the clash winning possibilities. And Victor Blunt, weak to Sloth.
이게
So that's either
어느
Apple or
선택일까?
Calendar. If it's Calendar, we can always use the strategy of stalling for a couple turns against the first phase. Okay, Calendar it is. So that way we can just build up our speed slots and make sure that all that's good and stuff. And we're not going to take a lot of damage from these guys anyways, so we can just kind of... We can stall a little bit. Well, it's not a bad idea.
머리통을 박살내주마.
If we just evade for a couple turns until both these guys have their desired 3
먼저 끝내고 돌아오는 친구는 맛있는 거 사줄게.
block.
물론 회사 카드로.
Like, what are these guys gonna do to us? I don't think I've ever just thoroughly avoided these guys and just seen how it goes.
최선을 다해보자. 방금 벌레 마른
Yeah,
대체 한다는 사람
couple more turns of this. It's just to make sure this is not necessary at all, but it's working. Mariachi Sinclair is probably like the best evasion skill user in the game.
여러분에게 도움이
They've got like
필요하세요?
decent evasions. 2 plus 14, 5 plus 10 is super good. The way like weak attacks, such as attacks from these guys, we're always going to be able to dodge them. And next turn we'll actually start killing.
박살내주마.
Trust. Alright, there we go. So now we're ready. Now the unfortunate thing about clay dolls is whenever you kill them, because of their silly passive, they don't count as a kill. So we're not going to get a lot of mutilate benefit here. Which is very sad. I know. Let me do it like that, I don't think. Something like this. Yeah, sure.
따라준다면
Just hitting
좋겠네요.
all of them. They're all dead, like without a doubt.
재밌네요.
Yeah, go again. There we go. They resist lust, but that's not enough to save them. Not at all. I guess that heads immediately was enough to save this guy, but Panada partied.
완벽한 한 방. 시원한
And
걸.
Panada partied. They sure are weak to that though. Weak to the blunt attack. And we actually do have enough stuff to clash against every single one of these attacks. Which is pretty good. So I will do that. I guess speed... No, speed isn't an issue, because we can have Sinclair clash everything. I do really like the fact that in Limbus, like, whenever they're attacking, like... See how, like, they're kind of attacking, Sinclair's leftmost speed slot? But you don't need to clash with his leftmost speed slot if you have lower speed. You can still just use anything from Sinclair and it works.
따라준다면 좋겠네요.
That's nice. Of course, for those who don't know, that's not how it worked in Ruina.
단테님,
Which is why I'm saying it's just like a nice little thing.
꽤 먹혀든 것
Because in Ruina, it's people with multiple speed slots effectively. If they had lower speed than the person they're trying to clash against, they could only clash against them if they did the speed slot that person was targeting.
굉장해요. 자.
I definitely understand why it works like that, but it's definitely confusing to like new players and stuff. We've already killed all of these guys. We've broken one of his
우리가
arms.
날아갔어요.
Oh no, one of them was still alive, but we killed most of his guys, and
조금씩 끝이 보이네요.
now he's feeling sad. Poor guy. Favored. Who can you clash against? Can you clash against all of them? Yeah, you can clash against... I mean, you can clash against 3 of them is what I'm trying to say. Oh, the boss is weak to blunt right now, so I do like the idea of just Panada partying him a couple times. He's resistant to Pierce and Lust right now, yeah. This is a turn where we kind of have you just kill these guys. Could be decent damage on the calendar. The Shanks are, assuming they get all heads, going to just instantly kill these guys.
너무
Yep,
쉽군요.
like that. I don't know if all heads... I think the most important thing is like the first couple attacks. The first 3 need to get heads, otherwise I don't think it's gonna get the 4th coin
너무
off.
쉽군요.
But if the 4th coin's the tails, I think it's still probably enough to kill.
기념할 만한 걸.
Hard to say though.
자. 너무 쉽죠. 훌륭하오.
Yeah, a couple of them died this turn. A few.
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹였어.
근방의 싸움은
And this turn he's gonna be like, oh, I'm going to kill one of them, and it doesn't matter. Because no matter what, this guy's clay dolls are all doomed.
따라준다면 좋겠네요.
They've got no chance.
재밌네요.
Yeah. We're not doing the most damage to the clock itself. Doing like a decent bit, of course, but could be more. Yeah, it's not gonna be enough to destroy. No, it is enough to destroy the face. That's good because it's weak to sloth. So the sloth blunt attack is a lot. That's a dangerous glow. Purdue. Now he's killing all of his clay dolls, and we kill him. And that is a wrap.
운이 따라준다면 좋겠네요. 재밌네요.
How much HP is it at? 25, alright. Sinclair finishes this off then and there. So no mass attack on your own guys for you. What a interesting fight that was. The strategy of just stalling against the phase 1 works very well when you've got 2 people with evade. The unstack people and bleed them. No, inflict sinking on enemies with less HP. Deal more damage and take less damage at enemies that it's sinking at the start of the phase. Maybe. For every envy skill used, inflict 1 sinking between all enemies next turn. Oh, that's not a bad idea either. Some sanity down stuff. I like the idea of taking the skeletal crumbs though, because we'll inflict a little bit of sinking, especially if we use like Land of Illusion and stuff. Since that inflicts sinking on everyone it hits. And I'll just go bottomish path. Yeah. Of course, we're on to floor 3 now, so our chances of survival are rapidly dropping. Especially if we get some of these bleedy boys, but we didn't. Bugs. True, some of them are gonna do like a little bit of damage, but not too concerned. I don't think it's worthy of Land of Illusion, even though we do have plenty of gloom thanks to starting with the lighter. There's no need to spend it so willy-nilly. He's got a tails. Unfortunate. Now he gets a tails course. That's how it goes.
내가 응원하는 게 도움이 되긴 하려나? 힘내긴 해보자고.
Struggling. Oh, it's because it's a single coin. Yeah, you've got no chance of beating that. Just evade. His evasion works wonders. Gotta remember to use the evasion against Abnos especially too. Because if they're at high sanity, they can really just evade the Abnos entirely. By just evading against the highest speed Abno, because that one is guaranteed to go first.
근방의 싸움은 우수했어.
4 speed dice now. 4 speed slots. But not a party can do a good chunk here. Gunfire is one of those skill ones that's got a pretty low, like, max roll. It's got a pretty high min roll, all things considered. 8 isn't bad for a Tails. Definitely a lot worse. Definitely not, like, the best, of course, but, like, could be worse. It's very, like, mid-range rolling skill 3.
야호, 이기는 편, 우리 편.
머리통을 박살내주마. 너무 쉽잖아.
완벽한 한 방.
We
시원한 걸.
and Shank kills, yeah.
재밌네요.
He's left on 2 HP, but then out of nowhere,
성공이야.
4th coin.
다른 신나.
너무
노래
쉽잖아.
부를까?
But Ting Tang Hong Lu just has so much of like a unique gimmick compared to a lot of identities, especially given how it was in the game on launch. Like, so like it's skill 2 and skill 3. His skill 2 and skill 3 are just both super interesting ones. Okay. Healed up to max. I'll fight the Abnos because we can just evade them the first few turns,
옳은
as I was
선택일까?
just saying. And like, it should be fine to just evade them. I guess that's one of the reasons I would really like to have
먼저
been
끝내고
clear
돌아오는
up
친구는
by 4.
맛있는 거 사줄게.
Because then his evade will gain an affinity. Don't remember what affinity it gains. Probably like Bloom or something. Yeah, so the plan here is we just want to evade. We want to evade one of you two. Probably the one that's more likely to deal decent damage. So this guy. And you gotta evade one of these two. Probably this one. This means these attacks might still get to go off. You should avoid that one then. You're weak to both of them though, because you're weak to, yeah. Yeah, I'll do like that, sure. Dodged. And yep, keeps on dodging. Okay, so Sinclair gets hit a little bit, that's fine. So we just keep on dodging. Ooh. There's our failed dodge, yeah, it happens sooner or later. 5% failure rate. It means that it will occasionally fail. Such is the way it is. Okay, you can dodge this guy, and then you can also just pop a mutilate on one of these guys just to deal a bunch of damage. For the sake of it. You might as well. Grip Sinclair was like the first unit I actually did like a mirror dungeon solo with, and it went pretty well, all things considered. It was like a while back though. Alright, we're gaining more attacks now, so we can get more stuff going. Do something like this. And then dodge these two, of course. And auto party one of these guys, and shank the other, like that. Actually, at this rate, we really didn't need to evade at all, because we could just clash everything. I kind of just realized that now, but oh well. This guy's dead to the shank. Just like, the evade against something like Prideful Remover that it's supposed to attack a bunch of times just looks so funny. They're just like waving back and forth. Just like dodging all the attacks. Reminds me of God, what is it? I gotta see if I can find it. Well, I'll have this running in the meantime.
와, 엄청난 공격이었어. 기념할 만한 걸.
Okay, yeah, here it is. This is very related, but I can figure this out. I mean, I think of the source. Surely this is gonna work properly. Redirect notice. What is this saying? Okay, I'm failing this horribly. Yeah, just kill them all. Just kill them all. While I try and figure this out. You know, maybe I should just do something like this. It'll be worth it. Trust me. Trust me. Yeah, this is the kind of vibe I get from. Oh, this is the kind of feeling I'm getting from all this evading specifically like the Prideful Remover, the multi-hit attack. How are they dodging all of my attacks, and then just like the rapid back and forth of this one random SpongeBob gift that lives rent-free in my head for some reason. Like twice much bleed with skills. Honglu's got like the smallest amount of bleed possible, so cool. Sinclair's oh. This is our win condition. Should I take it? Like, I mean, it's been given to me on a platter. I literally just did a thrill run yesterday, but what a thrill! I'll change it from skill 1 to skill 2, because we might as well. That's effectively paying for partially a skill 1 to skill 3. And we'll take this fight. God. You know, that is in fact our win condition. We just dodge for the rest of the game and win. We no longer need to attack. That's the thing. That's the thing you have to keep in mind. Like, if I wanted to, I could just dodge and win the rest of the game. which is truly incredible.
괜찮네요.
I guess if
봤어요?
I'm doing that, I probably should have taken some. There's a couple. I know.
자,
I think LCR Faust has a passive that like buffs dodges or something.
근방의 싸움은 우수했어.
I don't know if there's any other passives that have anything to do with dodge. That one comes to mind first, but
머리통을
might be the
박살내주마.
only one. Luckily, we're about to shank a Taikyu person again, so this guy's not living. Honglu, when he sees someone weak to Pierce in an alleyway in London.
이외에 특별히 첨언할 이유도 없군. 자, 다음에는
And we stagger this guy, so his one-sided attack isn't even gonna get to go off.
우리가 우세.
And what a silly fight to get on floor 3. It's just 4 of these guys.
너무 쉽군요.
Like, at this point, you have 6 people in your team normally, so
이
you'd
공격은
be able to easily overwhelm them.
너무 쉽군요.
And this is a risky encounter, too. I mean, it's probably has to do with their level difference. I actually don't look at enemy levels ever, pretty much. So that's probably why it's a risky encounter. They're probably high-level stuff. Deal 3 damage to all enemies every turn. Wow. Very useful.
몸좀 풀어볼까요?
Very beneficial for us. And that was Blunt Week, so it might be Murillo, it might be Guido. Assuming it is actually Blunt Week and I didn't just misread it. Guido it is. Alright, this is where we use Land of Illusion, finally.
100초만 기다려줄게.
Yeah, it'll be very crucial for our having any chance at all.
머리통을 박살내주마.
Yeah. This should be pretty good.
환상의 세-
We had Sinclair evade, but he might not actually get to use it if the person he's trying to evade gets staggered here, and they did, yeah. Oh well.
유효타 좋아. 계속 집중하지.
I do really wish they'd just make it so you could pocket evasion to something. So it isn't like, I don't like the whole, like, dodge clashing thing that much, because it kind of just messes in the way with a lot of good, like, defensive skill synergies.
좀 지친 것 같아요.
Okay, we can go for it again here. Oh, we can go for it. And here's the thing. It's gonna stagger this guy, so then we can kill him with a mutilate. Oh no, it's hitting this guy. That makes more sense, actually. Which means that if we Land of Illusion, it'll probably kill that guy. Maybe we don't do that. Maybe we just stick with this turn. What's Murillo going to be doing? A little dangerous, but I think we're fine.
머리통을 박살내주마.
At least for this turn, we're fine. And we'll heal a bunch going to the next floor thanks to the signpost. Mutilate kills, of course, so it'll hit someone else, possibly one of the stagger people. No, Guido. That's fine, it does decent damage to Guido, because Guido is neutral to slash. Yeah, that's fine. This attack's also a little scary. Getting a bunch of tails, though, so nothing too big. That is 4 nails on Honglu, so we gotta make sure Honglu doesn't gain any bleed.
완벽한 한 방. 시원한
Luckily,
걸.
most of these guys are in very
끝이 보이네요.
unlucky situations. Will Mutilate be able to kill this guy if we don't fall? We're gonna want to throat slit him first just to weaken him off, I think. And then the one-side attack's coming for Sinclair, which means it'll be fine.
좋겠네요.
I guess this guy does have a lot of rupture. I keep on forgetting they're kind of exploding. I did just get thrilled. Yeah, Mutilate kills.
너무
And no
쉽군요.
matter who it hits, otherwise it'll be pretty nice. Because it might hit one of the stagger people, or it might hit Guido and stagger him. Means our Panada party is unclashed against. Very good stuff. Like I said, I'd assume, yeah, I had a feeling that guy was about to blow up.
금방 끝내고 버스로 돌아갈 수
운이
있겠다.
따라준다면
And we go for all this
좋겠네요.
stuff, and we win.
재밌네요. 너무
There we go.
쉽군요.
Honglu's very low, he's close to being staggered. Like, it's insane. I haven't seen Thrill in like a month, and I got get it 2 runs back to back. Mass attack, buff, tremor, burn. We take Sun Shower, absolutely. Wasn't really a question, was it? Yeah, we just stick top path here if we want to take the shot, but then I can do top path into something like this. I'll go this way, and if I need healing, I'll go for healing. If not, I'll go for that.
몸
And
좀
Honglu should have
풀어볼까요?
get healed a fair bit by now, because Homeward's gonna trigger, Starlight's gonna trigger. On top of the fact he already got a little bit of healing from the signpost. these guys anyways.
기다리는
Which means you can kind of just mutilate them and they
1초만 기다려줄게.
die. Oh no, these aren't the slash weak ones, they're the blunt weak ones, that's right. So they might not die. Sweep, stab, quick jabs. I think that's all fine stuff, honestly. Banana Party staggers this guy.
완벽한 한방. 시원한 걸.
Mutilate probably still staggers this guy. They're neutral to slash at least. Yeah, there we go.
봤어요? 저 사람들 좀 지칠 것
And
같아요.
we go for this. These attacks are gonna go through, but it's nothing scary.
머리통을 박살내주마.
And Shank, I think, kills? No, he was just slightly above quarter HP. So Honglu didn't get the 4th point off, I think. Flicking so much bleed count and for what purpose? Yeah, even Tails daggers there. It's turn 3 now, so we've got, perfect luck, so, and good luck to these goons.
승객이 딱콩 한방 먹였어.
Okay.
너무 쉽군요.
Just kills that guy. Very overkilly, of course, but you love to see it.
너무 쉽죠.
Like, we're max sanity, so it's really all that the perfect luck is doing for us is just removing that 5% chance of failure. Which is good, because when you're using so many attacks, 5% isn't that uncommon of a number.
옳은 선택일까?
Especially when we've got quite a few, like, single coin skills where Tails is just an instant loss. Okay, let's see. Possible. This is the only one-sided attack, so we're fine.
박살내주마.
Mutilate for damage. Yeah, it didn't quite stagger, but close.
다음에는
That staggers. Good.
완벽한 한방.
Oh, this guy, that's right, the robot was staggering his own person.
저들이 추풍과 같이 흔들려.
Let's see it. Hopefully a couple of these Shanks, like, luckily these are the ones that are neutral Pierce. Or, yeah, so our Pierce attacks are gonna go fairly well. We'll evade that one. And, yeah, he's attacking that guy still.
운이 따라준다면 좋겠네요.
The robot's not really doing anything here. He's gonna heal him up a bunch, that's fine. Means that we're not gonna be injected with any decay ampules or hit by, like, the fragility, so I'm fine with a little bit of healing on their side.
우와, 엄청난
Because we're absolutely
공격이었어.
out-damaging them, in case it isn't obvious by the pure amount of Shanks we've got going on.
내 피가 배고파했어.
And we killed the guy he was healing anyways, so his healing was for naught.
운이 따라준다면 좋겠네요. 자.
Okay, alright, that's fine. Worried for a second, but he had negative 30 SP. He had no chances of actually winning the clash, hopefully.
저희가 이길 것 같아요.
Keyword's hoping, because I say no chances, but like that's a purely like that's a pure guess. He still had plenty of chances of beating us.
너무 쉽군요. 너무 쉽군요.
Right? Victory. Now we got another shop. Will this be the shop that has Honglu in it? Nope, Sinclair again. First aid kit's not a bad idea. Once per battle. Sinclair skills are important, but I like the survivability more. It's not like Sinclair's like other skills are like bad. We can change another skill 1 to a skill 2 if nothing else. I think he's out of skill 1s now. We've been getting stuff, yeah, out of skill 1s. He's got 4 skill 2s and 2 skill 3s. So Sinclair's in a good spot either way. Hopefully we get Honglu next
옳은
floor, but
선택일까?
at this rate, wouldn't be shocked if we just don't. The game likes to be silly.
먼저 끝내고 돌아오는 친구는 맛있는 거 사줄게.
We've got so many
물론
resources, it's literally like solely thanks to the ego stuff we have. Like we have Zippo later, we've got Coffee and Cranes, and they're doing wonders for us. Yeah, sure, we're fine with the counter. We can get hit by a little counter. It's not gonna do that much to us. And some attacks, nothing too scary.
운이 따라준다면 좋겠네요.
썩였네. 이 기세를 모아서 뚫어보자고.
Let's see. Mutilate's getting pretty good here. Probably won't kill unless we get lucky, which I mean, we could.
운이
Only
따라준다면
one-one-sided attack
좋겠네요.
from the enemies this turn. I always love when the person who gets their second speed die first is the one who gets staggered immediately from one of our random attacks. This puts us in such a good advantage for the next turn. 22 HP on that guy.
좋다. 좋아.
Okay.
계속 집중하지.
Pretty good. And we're shanking this guy. Shank on a Taiku person just kills them straight up. Didn't even need the 4th coin.
다소 유리하구려.
And we've only got enemy skills this turn. That's fine. And we're still getting plenty of kills. There's one.
자, 너무
There's
쉽잖아.
another. So it's just these two left. And that one blew up thanks to Thrill.
운이
그치?
따라준다면
we just-
좋겠네요.
Mutilate this guy.
너무 쉽군요.
Yeah, we don't need the healing particularly. I guess we could benefit from it, but oh, painkillers. That could be good. It really only matters for Honglu because Sinclair can't get staggered, but it'll mean that if Honglu gets staggered, maybe he won't die.
운은
Theoretically,
실력과도
maybe he won't die.
연관되어 있죠?
An SP loss, a little unfortunate. And we're going into
이게-
Fierce Lust.
옳은 선택일까?
What's that again? Fish, yeah, that would do it. Took me a second to figure it out.
다치시지
Well, that
않게
means
싸우셨으면
Shank is kind of
좋겠어요.
perfect on it. We're gonna shank this guy's body. And we're gonna Dons of Passion the clap. I guess we should probably do some evasion. Some tax evasion. As much as I want to do that here, we kind of just want to evade as much as we can.
운이
This guy's got a
따라준다면
lot of attacks
좋겠네요.
immediately, so that's unfortunate. It's because he's at low sanity, that's alright. Well, Sinclair can do some dodging. Ooh, and a lot of attack power down on Honglu next turn. So we're just gonna have Honglu dodge. That's like the strat. That's our solution. Okay, first aid kit helped him out there. Make sure he's not as in bad of a situation. Yeah, you can dodge one of those. You can dodge this one. Yeah, like that. Alright. Then we're also going to shank the body. Although we redirected the evade, so we can actually get the evasion off.
머리통을
And we're, of
박살내줘.
course, right, low sanity. Forgot about that already. Hopefully Honglu doesn't take too much damage here. Okay, Sinclair gets his evasion though, because he's the evasion god. The attack power down is going to make the shank a lot less powerful than I'd really like. Well, even if we're doing nothing, the thrill sure was enough to stagger both his legs. Now we've got these to deal with. Alright, what are our chances of dodging it? Not great. What are our chances of staggering him before he gets it off? Decent, I think, possibly. Yeah, I think this will work.
머리통을 박살내주마.
Okay, yeah, so no blood cannons, since he just got a nice stagger off on the body.
방금 완전 좋았어.
적확한 한압이었어.
And we got stagger plus off on the body too, so this is going to be a very good
꽤
shank.
먹혀든 것 같아요.
Even with our attack power down, and even with our low sanity, he sure did still get all heads. Oh, and he just blew up thanks to the thrill. So a branch is snapped. More damage to staggered enemies, or cost for every enemy defeated. I'll take more damage to staggered enemies. We don't have any sloth skills, so we're not going to get the big damage buff, because Sinclair kind of is out of sloth now. We spent it all. He eated it all.
몸 좀 풀어볼까요?
And more Avnos, which means more evasion. I guess, well, first turn we gotta have Honglu clash a little bit just to his sanity back up. Because we've seen how,
여러분에게
not exactly the best move to ignore that part. Yeah, mutilate that guy, I think. I'm worried about Prideful Remover, not too much. And you're being attacked by two things. You dodge this one, you probably dodge the grind as well.
운이 따라준다면 좋겠네요.
Yeah. Excellent. Up to 30 standing now, and he staggers this guy instantly.
오, 머리 좋다 단테.
He gets hit a little bit.
방금 완전
Fine.
좋았어.
He gets his next turn fragile from Pride won't run over. No, he doesn't. Never mind.
저들이 추풍과 같이 흔들려 보다 유리하지 않겠어.
It's only on heads. Let's see, you can just kill one of them, honestly. Yeah, just kill that guy. Hopeless, that's not good.
머리통을
Dodge.
박살내주마.
Okay, even at 30 HP, you still got a tails in your evasion. I guess it happens. Nice. And then finish this guy off. Very nice. Just to make sure.
근방의 싸움은 우수했어.
Now we're on a truly even playing field. You're on kill mode, you... Neutral, that's fine.
따라준다면 좋겠네요.
Yeah, it was fine. And now you're finally back up to max sanity, that's good. But you should hopefully have less troubles with your evasion gaming, assuming your evasion gaming happens. Now the Panada parties. A little bit more damage. They resist the gloom, that's for sure, but still taking a lot of damage. You can't clash against either of those, that's fine. Because we can just do a little bit of this. And you know, good as new, I think. Yeah, like that.
따라준다면 좋겠네요.
Mutilate went first, which means it's gonna go again. So, let's see, is it gonna go into immediately? It is, alright.
너무
Interesting.
쉽군요.
So Mutilate always goes immediately after. It's based on the speed of the previous clash, not on Hong Lu's speed, it seems. Because if it was actually based on Hong Lu's Mutilate speed instead of, you know, the clash itself's speed, then it would have gone much later. I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense, but it does to me, so what? Nebulizer. I do love myself a Nebulizer. And a Hong Lu skill. We can give him Mutilate, finally. And we'll purchase a Nebulizer, of course. One of my favorites. Okay, Blunt Fight
옳은 선택일까?
means we should probably just Land of Illusion immediately. We don't really need to, but the thing about Land of Illusion is, like, it's gonna heal his own sanity, yeah. It's net neutral for sanity, so might as well, honestly. Like, it's only one attack's gonna go through.
따라준다면
It'll be
좋겠네요.
fine.
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹였어.
Yeah, that's fine. And we get our Land of Illusion now.
환상의 세계로
Visiting the World of Wonders. Putting these guys all into their little sinking sadness. And because they've all got sinking, that means this turn they've all got their, like, what is it? They all deal less damage and take more damage. Especially for Sinclair's sake. It's good.
머리통을 박살내주마.
Mutilate might get a kill? Maybe? Yes. No. Unfortunate. I was excited for a second when I saw he was only like 20 HP,
봤어요?
but not quite enough. Oh, they're blowing up thanks to the thrill.
운이
The thrill of it
따라준다면
all.
좋겠네요. 너무 쉽잖아.
Right, victory. Get our event. Sure, we'll take it. And the real reason not to, even if it's just, you know, burns people if everyone got burned.
본인 실력과도
It does
연관돼
nothing
있죠?
for us, but doesn't actively hurt us or anything. Oh. Jump cut. Alright, and now we press onwards again. Let's see. I don't really need to do Abno fights now. I mean, I probably should. I don't need cost anymore, but more Ego Gift is always nice. Gotta reselect my
이게
team.
옳은 선택일까?
Dude, I'm restarting the game. Let's see what we get. Alright, this'll be
먼저
easy
끝내고
enough, I
돌아오는
think.
친구는 맛있는 거 사줄게.
Some of these guys are doing a lot of damage. I don't like that exactly. Don't really think Land of Illusions are best move, though. Mainly because these guys resist Gloom, so I don't even know if this would stagger him. Hard to say. But, like, top right's the one we do not need to worry about. Some of these we probably don't need to worry about. I think this one we definitely need to clash with. We'll have you dodge. I guess you're right, this is an Abdo fight. We just dodge. I almost forgot. That's the entire strategy. And you're being hit by 2, so you're gonna want to dodge this one. And then you should be good.
운이 따라준다면
And we got a...
좋겠네요.
Okay, alright. Immediate tails. Be like that. Okay, that's all the attacks on Honglu, though. It's fine enough. And Evade's gonna do decently... unfortunate. I mean, it didn't do that much damage, so I'm not too concerned. And we've got Thrill, I keep on forgetting.
좋겠어요.
So we're really not in any sort of worry. Where are you being talking about? You're only being talking about one thing, so you might as well just clash
운이
it.
따라준다면 좋겠네요.
This is the turn where they want Hong Lu dead.
단테님, 봤어요?
The day where Hong Lu fries.
무엇 잘못했는지 아는 것부터가 시작이랬어.
And Sinclair won his clash because the enemy got the tails. Good. Stagger that guy. That's very nice. It'll make this next turn very good for us. Ooh, unfortunate.
저들이 추풍과 같이 흔들려.
And we've got...
보다 않겠어.
Mutilate one of them, we can Panada Party the other. And then we can just, like, Panada Party one of these guys, throat slit one of these guys.
운이
And the one where the
따라준다면 좋겠네요.
Gloom one we're hitting with Panada Party should die, dude, even if they resist Gloom, because, well, they're staggered, so they're taking a bunch of damage. I should have mutilated better, I just realized. I should have killed the bottom guy with Mutilate instead of actually clashing with it. Oh well. Too late to change that. And it's not like it'll matter too much. Bottom guy still dies. Which means you take less. We deal less damage overall
조금씩
than what we could have been dealing here. Well, we can get 2 Mutilates off. Don't mind if I do. And you got a clash with this one.
운이 따라준다면 좋겠네요.
Should be good. Yeah, that one's staggered. So these Mutilates are going to be very funny, assuming that
쉽군요.
they don't go, unfortunately. Like, if this Mutilate gets re-rolled and attacking the person the other one we're using Mutilate on, which it looks like it did. Yeah, that's unfortunate. So we're not going to get our Mene Mutilate frenzy going on. Oh well. That's fine. Like Tremor on enemies, sure. Does this team have a single Tremor burst? That's a good question. That's a guaranteed nice. I think Sinclair probably would have also been guaranteed since it was a Gluttony / Gloom effect. But do we have anything Tremor related at all? I don't think so. No, so yeah. It's like additional Tremor with Envy skills, which we do have a lot of, but
이게
no luck there.
옳은 선택일까?
No use for Tremor. Okay, robots. This is definitely a pretty good time to just Land of Illusion, get some of these guys to take a bunch of damage. They're weak to blunt. And because of how Land of Illusion works, Hong Lu has literally no SP issues when using it. Since he spends 15 SP to gain 15 SP back. Just that easy. Yeah, Panada Party wins this clash. We'll take a couple hits still, that's fine. Nothing too big. Got more Mutilates here. And like, might as well. Sawblade's slamming down. Hopeless. I guess you can try dodging that. Could have you using Ego, but is not... Can do a lot of damage. I don't know. I might be a little rough on Hong Lu. pay for it. It's not even, this isn't even like a guaranteed victory. That's guaranteed though. Sure, I'll overclock that. Why not? It'll give Sinclair some strength next turn to make sure we do a lot to these goons. And of course, the Mutilates are having no troubles winning. And almost staggered, unfortunate. I mean, they're going to be staggered thanks to Thrill no matter what, so... They might just straight up die. I didn't see just how much rupture they had. I don't think enough to just straight up kill them, but maybe. Nah, probably not. They had like 24 ruptures worth for most of them. Ooh. Not a good time for him to get staggered, that's for sure. Okay. Alright, these guys are being super rude. Let me look at something. Okay, so overclocking that in that slot would mean that, he's gonna hit that guy. What about this one? Excellent. This is exactly what I could have been hoping for, I think. His attack's still gonna go off first. Well, I think we're just gonna need to kill this guy. And have Sinclair clash against that one. And, like, the two that are already staggered are going to die anyways. Hong Lu took much more damage than I would have liked here, especially since this is the fight right before the final fight. So, any damage we're taking now is not great, because we're not going to be able to heal a bunch before that point. Yeah, not too much damage, though. There's only one left. Favored. Okay. This is fine. Maybe I could have tried killing with Impending Day or something to get Hong Lu's HP up a little more. But it's fine, because, like, next fight, Hong Lu's gonna heal beforehand. We'll have the first aid kit ready for when someone does take a bunch of damage. We've got the pills, so, like, pills even triggered there, so if Hong Lu gets staggered, we can get better. And this fight was one where we're gonna... I mean, we don't want to stall too much, because he's gonna spawn the Clover eventually, and we don't really want that. Although it wouldn't be, like, particularly bad. How's our dodge chances here, though? Oh, you cannot. He's going all in on Hong Lu. Ooh. That could be really bad, because, we've got no way to just figure out which of these attacks is gonna go first. Could be any of them, really. I don't know if it's leftmost, I don't know if it's rightmost. I've tried both ways, and neither of them seem to be, like, guaranteed first. I think it might just genuinely be random how well Hong Lu survives this one. So what's the most dangerous one? I mean, they've got, like, very similar roles. Entangled Injury just slightly more, but Skim Wounds has... That's unuseless, it doesn't matter. Inflict 3 bleed count, inflict 3 bleed. A bunch of bleed. I think the Skim Wounds is more dangerous, so we'll clash against that one. And I guess we'll just start attacking the left arm with Sinclair as well. Sinclair's sanity is a bit low right now. Okay. Starting to feel like I chose wrong. Okay, there we go. So is it the leftmost one gets used first? I kind of went for like something in the middle so I could figure out something like that, but it looked like it was going from left to right as far as those attacks go. That's a counter. We don't really have a reason to attack the body, so we're just going to ignore it. And he's only going for 3 attacks, so we can actually clash against all of them here. Some of them we've got good chances on, like... On use, if target is bleed, inflict paralysis. Oh, that is dangerous. So this is actually an instant loss for us if we went for this clash, because Hong Lu has bleed right now. He gets paralysis, but on use, so his Mutilate's gonna roll tails, so he's gonna lose that. So we cannot have you clash against that with that skill. At least the Shank might work, though. Yeah, Shank's probably good enough to deal with one of them. We can Panada Party that one. Should be good. Or is on use only triggered if it wins the clash? I don't think so. I think on use... maybe I'm getting it mixed up. Hard to say. Oh, that's a lot of damage from the Mutilate, though. That's good. Some decent damage from that, that's for sure. Still not going for this silly move yet. Not spawning the giant clover yet. And I assume Smeared Flesh is the attack we need to be fearful of, I presume. So we're going to do something like that, and then will this have a decent chance of winning? No, that's hopeless. So we probably just impending date that. He's weak to it, so we might as well. We can try getting Sinclair's sanity low if we wanted to, but then he's gonna lose the other clash. So maybe I shouldn't be trying for that. Like, the good thing is, if we keep on ignoring the head, if we keep on ignoring the body, it's just gonna keep on gaining more and more rupture, thanks to the thrill. Yeah, there's a left arm broken. Does that cancel his... Oh, it looks like it does cancel his attacks. It's hard to say with these Avnos. They're very inconsistent at that kind of thing. I'll crush you. Nice crushing. Okay, but now it's most likely going to be spawning the clover. Yes. We're gonna try mutilating that. Should go well. Well, I mean, we're just gonna mutilate all of these. And we'll have Sinclair with some questionable clashes simply because of the fact we're going to have him overclock Impending Day instead. Oh, Impending Day is going for that one. No, that's right. It's actually targeting the one I wanted to be targeting. That's good.
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹였어.
And yeah, Mutilate's doing a lot of damage. Think of the fact that this body part already is staggered, so it's just taking double damage from everything effectively.
완벽한 한 방. 시원한 걸.
Impending Day, -8 SP, so unfortunately got the heads there because it was roughly neutral chances.
무얼 잘못했는지 아는 것부터가 시작이랬어.
And died to thrill. Truly poetic. You know, two thrill runs back to back. What are the odds? They're not very high. He did the most damage, that makes sense. Sinclair was there to be the tank. Although Honglu took significantly more damage than Sinclair, simply because Sinclair was able to consistently dodge and stuff. And there we go, there's our battle pass levels. 489, which does mean next episode, when we're going to be doing, you know, the hard mirror dungeon, we are going to reach level 500 on the battle pass, which is very cool, that's for sure. First things first, we got some polls to do. Oh, 2-star. Honglu actually got the event one on, or not the event one, but the current targeted banner one on the standard extraction. Very silly. Okay. South. And special banner. And nothing. Alright. Well, I guess the good thing is this expires... Oh no, it expires next week. That's right. Because we're not getting a new banner tomorrow or anything. So they're still going to be going on for a while. Yeah. So the ideality isn't going to be cashed out quite yet. Yeah, that'll be all for this time. Honglu's got such funny identities, with stuff like Ting Tang Honglu and, you know, Kurokuma Honglu and of course J Corp Honglu. There's a lot of good choices for him, and of course this one is great. And Mariachi Sinclair is one of my favorites in a kind of like, in like the wet dog kind of way. Like, he's not that great, but I enjoy using him. But that'll be all for this time. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!